Greetings, my fellow Narcadians. It's time for Talstar Plays Elite Dangerous. I'm just going to be doing some testing on here. This is primarily show some of my friends what the game is like or whatnot, so don't really expect this to be a serious series, as I am already quite deep into this game since I've been playing it for over a year. Right now I am flying a Python class multi-role ship. I have named it the Crimson Basilisk, and let me give you a view of the ship from the outside. I have given it a custom paint job and some custom body work. Looks nice and sleek, doesn't it? Now let me give you an inside view of the cockpit if I can here. Let's see here. I need to reset that. Alright, let's do this. Here we go. Over the shoulder view, and one thing that's nice is, as you can see, as I move, the joystick moves around completely as I manipulate my controls, including throttle. So yeah, all the buttons, like that's me pressing my trigger. So what else is there? Front view of my character, passenger seat view, undercarriage, engines, front. So, alright. Starport services, I don't need to be here. Let me plot a course. These are, actually, let me show you the system that I'm in. It's a pretty small system comprising of the star, some planets, and a couple space stations. An orbit station and an outpost. And now let me show you the galaxy. And this is the Milky Way. And this is us. Humanity. So, right now, this is the system that I'm in right now. Cleu. And for reference, the home of humanity, the Sol system. So I'll tell you what we'll do. I need to go back. Let's plot a course and take a look at our home, shall we? Course plotted. It'll take us 6 jumps to get there. Let's launch. Sequence complete. You may proceed when ready. Looks like it's Type 9 in front of me. pass right by it. There are no other, even though I'm in an open server right now, there are no other players around me, and how I can tell is by looking at down my radar. NPCs show up as solid icons. Players would be hollow. Alright, I've gotten away from the mass lock of the space station. Time to activate my hyperdrive.
Flight Operations Bureau wish you a safe onward journey.
Myself. When you jump to a new system, you always jump to that system's main star. You'll notice that circle to the left side of my radar. That helps me to orient myself with my destination. So I have to point myself in the direction of where I want to jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's a brown dwarf star I'm jumping into. Can't siphon fuel from it. That's okay, I got plenty of fuel to make the entire journey if I needed to. As you can see, my speed goes off the scale completely when I'm in hyperdrive. I suppose I can point out some things that I have here. So you see those 3 bars, those are my capacitors for my different systems, and below it are various pips I can assign energy to. When I'm just cruising around, I keep most of my power in my engines and 2 to my systems, which controls pretty much my shields. To the left is my ship itself, its status, which has its hull rating below it and the shields. Center is my radar. To the right is my throttle and my current speed. To the left is my heat indicator. I told you about the alignment circle. Then you have the target and target information window. All the way to the far right, which I should have started over there, that little line that seems to be flickering at the top, that's my heat signature detection level. Then you have my rate of fuel consumption, my fuel level, and of course my indicators for when I'm mass locked, my landing gears up or down, and my cargo scoops up or down. So let's go and jump. As you can see, I'm traveling nearly 60 times the speed of light right now, and it keeps increasing. Your super cruise speed in a system is dependent upon surrounding gravitational wells. The farthest away you are from a gravitational well, the faster you will go. The Sin system, that's a peculiar name, although this game is full of oddly named systems, and of course all of these systems really do exist. However, the planets, in them are randomly generated, or, well, they're not randomly generated. They're not generated every time I play. They were generated by the developers. So these planets you will find in these star systems don't really exist, except for, of course, Earth.
Frameshift drive charging.
And of course, any other, I guess, exoplanets we probably have confirmed to exist or not.
4, 3, 2.
Now, are there any aliens in this game? Yes, there are, but they are not playable as a race. And as a matter of fact, they are quite hostile. They are known as the Thargoids. And there's Sol System right there. Right now there is a war going on between humanity and the Thargoids. As a matter of fact, if you pull my map back up, you see all of these wrench icons. Those are systems with damaged space stations. And the red ones here are disabled ones that were just recently attacked. The Thargoids have been been causing a bunch of mischief for over a year.
Frameshift drive charging.
Civil unrest. Huh. Here we are.
Fuel scooping.
View of my ship from the outside as we're
Fuel
flying.
scope disengaged.
Alright, you see those vents right there? That's my heat sinks. So and they've just closed. They'll open as my heat goes up to dissipate heat out into space. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Let's fly to Earth. No, actually, no. Venus is closer. Yeah, it's right here. You need to slow down, otherwise I'll overshoot it. So I should probably start with Mercury, really. Where's Mercury? There's Mercury. My SRV loaded. Modules. Oops, one overshoot. That's what I get for not looking. Oh, I'm coming around, let me check. I don't have an SRV loaded, so I cannot land. I mean, I could land, I just can't explore.
Orbital flight engaged.
Uh-oh, coming in too steep. Welcome to Mercury. It's about as close as anyone's going to get, really. At least in the near future. Pretty, unremarkable, really. Crash ship around here, really? Where's that at? It's all the way over there. 1.76 megameters. No, I'm not gonna bother with that. Take too long. Let's fly to Venus. Let's get out of. Let me put this thing up. Oops. Go back to Super Cruise.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So that's telling me Venus is controlled by the faction Mother Gaia. It's a high metal content world. So it looks like Mother Gaia is the controlling faction here in the Sol system, one of the minor powers. This is only the second time I've ever been to this system. There's so much more to see and do in this game. I have not yet made it to the center of the galaxy though, because that would take weeks. Although there are people out there who are traveling all over the system right now. There's an expedition known as Distant Worlds, a huge player-driven organization, and right now they're traveling. I don't know where they're traveling to, but they're like going to the one opposite end of the galaxy right now. The Abyss. That sounds ominous. But here is Sagittarius A. I made it about halfway there once. I might take a trip out there again sometime, I don't know. Of course, I can't not land on Venus. You can't land on planets that have atmospheres for some reason. I don't know if it's something they're ever going to change. I need to slow down. When it looks like, I want to overshoot. You notice that white bar next to my throttle? That, as long as my needle is in that area, that tells me I'm at my optimal speed for my best turn radius. I don't want to get too close to this, otherwise I'll get into its gravity well and knock me out of Super Cruise. You can see how the atmosphere lights up. Looks pretty beautiful, really. How it transitions from yellow to green to blue, deep purple. Alright, next stop, Earth. Everything in this game is 1-to-1 scale, including time. Yeah, I'm too close to this planet. I'm not getting very much speed. I'm locked at 200 kilometers. I have to get some distance. There we go. Turn some music on. Time to slow down. When your approach speed starts to get about 7 seconds, you need to start slowing down and putting your throttle down to the white zone. Constantly keep your arrival time in 7 seconds. Looks like I just have me coming in on the North American side. Now, why is it locked in scanning mode? Son of a bitch. I don't know why it's doing that. I shouldn't be doing that. Anyway. Granted, perhaps the texture detail isn't exactly the best. Right now I'm controlling the ship from outside right now, and so let me throttle up here and see if I can't swing around to the night side. They really need to improve the texture quality. And the clouds look amazing at least, but the landmass is not so much. So I'm nearing the night side. Yeah, you can see some lights on the continents now. Oops. Damn it. Can't tell what I'm flying over. Slow down. Looks like I'm flying over... Huh. I have no fucking idea where the hell I am. Huh. Looks like a field geography. Whoops. Alright. That probably made you guys sick. Sorry about that. Alright. Let's take a quick trip to the moon. The moon is surprisingly not landable. The clocks here are calibrated to Greenwich Mean Time. Or should I say more accurately to the time zone of the development team, which is in the UK. Which is pretty much Greenwich Mean Time. Unregistered comms beacon. Not too concerned with that. Anaconda behind me. Where else can we go? Mars. Slow down. That's what happens when I get distracted. If you do play this game, you're going to spend most of your time traveling like this. And most of the time, the distances aren't that bad. The longest haul that I know of is in Alpha Centauri. As you can see, Mars has been terraformed. But the longest haul is to an outpost station called Hutton Orbital in the Alpha Centauri system, and it is like an hour and a half haul just to get there. Fortunately, you don't have to spend the same amount of time flying back, because you can just jump out and directly back to your system you came from. Oops. I was too close. But you can see all the cities down there. Wow, yeah, I am really close. 3.7 megameters. Alright.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so this plane is a little bit further out. It's 3,000 light seconds away. This will take a few minutes to get to. Alright, you see that ball of light right here? That is another ship, more than likely, I think. But, let me just highlight it, just to be sure. Unless that's our sun. Oh, no, that's our sun. Pluto... oh no. Bring on, need to recenter it. Oh. I'm surprised there aren't other players in the system. Well, I guess there really shouldn't be. There's not really a whole lot here to do. Looks like Jupiter has some rings. Not very big ones. So we can't find its eye. Let's see here. Unfortunately, they do not have dynamic weather systems, so what you're seeing on Saturn is static. It's a static image. Distance here. This is so close to it you can barely see it. Well, that didn't really help much. You get further away. There's one of its moons right there. What we can see of it now. Oh, that's better. Ah, there's the red spot. I'm pretty sure that's it. It's flying around to the other side of these rings. I prefer not to fly into them. I don't really feel like dodging asteroids right now. It's not that hard to do, really. Here we go. Alright. We're next to a little tour here. I'm going to fiddle around with all the moons. Saturn. Pirate activity detected, threat level 7. Holy shit. I would need one of my big ships to deal with that mess. No way I'm heading in there with a Python. A Python is classified as a medium-sized ship. And, like I said before, it's a multi-role ship, so it's... you can use it for fighting. It's not one of the best ships for it of its size class. Definitely not the best out of the box when you first buy it. After you do some engineering, it definitely improves its survivability. But you can use it for... I use mine primarily for cargo. It has the best cargo capacity of its size class, which is useful for systems that have only outposts, because only medium and small sized ships can land on them. I suppose I should talk about my controls. I use a Thrustmaster Hoitus joystick. It's a T-Flight. It's one of the cheaper ones on the market. But Hoitus stands for hands off, throttle, and stick. So the idea is that you can, point it somewhere, take your hands off, and it'll stay there. But, yeah, it's one of the cheaper ones on the market. There are definitely more expensive ones out there with more features, but this one suits me just fine. But to supplement it, I picked up a Razer Tartarus keypad. I think it's Tartarus. Yeah. Instead of keep having to go down to my keyboard to access my menus and stuff like that, I just move my hand over to the side to access my my keypad now. Some people have all these different keys bound to their joysticks because you can do combo inputs. So here we are. This is Saturn. You know what? I don't know. I'm getting a little bored. So let's see here. Is there any? Let's go to a resource extraction site. And let's try some combat. Yes, we are flying into the ring. This is a resource extraction site. You'll have people in here mining for resources. And where you have miners, you have pirates. Save to disengage. And here we are. Inside of a ring. Got some ships around us. Let's see what we have here. Transfer power to my weapons and deploy them. I have 3 burst lasers and 2 multi-cannons. Multi-cannons and... there we go. And multi-cannons are pretty much mini guns. As a matter of fact, let me... let's see here. Forward view of my ship here. A little hard to see for the glare from my paint job, but okay, there is a... That's a pulse laser. Oh, and there's my multi-cannons right here. It's a little hard to see because of my paint job.
Scan detected.
Now, someone's scanning me, but I don't have anything of value. And it's a little hard to see. So if I'm being scanned... Oh, I'm in the wrong mode. Let me switch. Someone is... pirating. Alright, you are search and rescue patrol. You're harmless. Ah, federal gunship. You are definitely a pirate. Alright, this is probably going to be a tough fight. Wait a minute, these guys are fighting someone. Aha. Let's go and help these guys out. Have to get closer. Get in weapons range. Wait for his shields to drop. He deployed chaff. Shields are almost down.
Target shields.
Shields are down. Alright. Now I need to close in. Chaff again. His shields are recharging. Alright. Let's lay into him. And he's down. Got some bounty from that. Alright, let's see what else we have around here. There's a gunship. Let's take a look at you. Alright, you're being fired upon by the authorities. That's good. How the bounty system works is that as long as I hit them and deal damage, I get full credit for the kill. It doesn't matter who started the fight or who did the most damage. You still get credit for it. Alright. So all these ships highlighted in green they're allied with me. So they're friendly. That T6 transport, that's a minor. Ooh, Honda out here. Alright, I don't see anything else out here that would be a... Oh, Federal Assault Ship. There you are. Apparently he's fighting someone because he deployed chaff.
Frame shift charge detected.
And he's trying to escape. I don't think so, buddy. Shit. I don't know. I don't think he's too far away. Yeah, he jumped out. Shit. Alright. And nothing but eagles. what the hell's going on over here? More power to engines. Come on. Fertile. Ah, he's dead.
Scan detected.
Who's scanning me? No one. Of important, anyways. Probably one of the Cobra Mark III. That's definitely a pirate. Wait a minute. Maybe not. Looks like he's mining. Yeah, he's mining. Rather unusual. You don't really see too many Cobras that are mining. They're usually in a attacking ship. Ooh. It's Fertilance. Alright, let's scan complete. And yeah, you're wanted. You're competent, so you're not gonna be that hard to take down. My weapons are out of power, but he's dead anyway. Wow, he was worth quite a bit. Debris. Alright, well, I think I'm pretty much done here. So, let me head to a nearby station and refuel, and I'll cash in my bounty. Titan City is the closest. Still my weapons. They're on the opposite side of the planet.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Running out of fuel is possible, and if you run out of fuel, you'll go on your emergency life support. Now, there are options to survive. There is a large group of players in this game known as the Fuel Rats. If you find yourself out of fuel, and it does not matter where in the galaxy you are, they will come and they will rescue you and give you fuel. They're pretty much the AAA of this game. Now, sometimes you'll have to wait a while. I was just reading a news story of one player who had to wait 3 months for someone to come and get him. And that's 3 months, and like I said, everything in this game is 1-to-1. Now, it's not to say he had the game logged on all that time. He didn't. If you are in a situation like that where you're on your backup life support, they say just tell us where closest approximate location you can give us to where you are, and log out. And they will notify you when they're in system and when they're closing in on your position, so they can try and locate you. This player was trying to beat a distance record. Distance record of how far away he can get from Sol to the edge of the galaxy, and he got so far away that he did not have enough fuel to jump to a nearby star system in order to use his scoop.
Foxtrot Victor, the Federation welcomes you. Follow station protocols and enjoy your visit, Commander.
it took, I think, a combined 600 hours of game time, of gameplay, to get Fuel Rats out there to rescue him. And you might be asking yourself why, why not just kill himself? Well, here's the thing. Well, there is not any real... Here's the thing about killing yourself or dying in this game in general. You have to buy back your ship. You have to pay the insurance costs to get your ship back, as it was. Now, any cargo that you had, any bounties that you had, any scan data that you had, well, you'll lose. Let's anything that you hadn't turned in to a station, you would lose. So if he had scan data for planets he's explored, he would have lost all of that, and that could be several millions of credits. Also, just the cost to buy his ship back. Turn on my bounties. No, come on. Really? Other guy reputation change. I'm allied with them. That's fine, whatever. Okay. Alright. Now, for instance, let me show you here. What pen would that be under? Alright. Statistics, my current jump range on Layden. Current stats. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Alright, so my ship is insured 95%. That's my rebuy cost over there of 8,900,000 credits. 900,000 credits. My current balance is 764 million credits. So the buyback of my ship would be, it wouldn't really cost me that much. It wouldn't set me back much, fortunately. Alright. Now what? Well, there's a system I want to fly to. It's my current wings system. Where was it? It was one of these bookmarks. Yeah, here it is. Alright. It's 123 light years away. That will take me 6 jumps. So I'm going to fly there, and we'll call it an end.
Ship released. Clear for departure.
Frameshift drive charging.
You are clear of the station. FSB.
Alright. Fly around the star.
Fuel scooping.
not really critical that I fuel scoop. I have more than enough fuel to make it all the way there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Around my cabin a little bit here.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop
Let me activate my discovery scanner here.
Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
A lot of brown dwarves. Gotta be careful flying around them. They have large exclusion zones. They can drop you out of Super Cruise.
System scan complete. System scan complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Alright, there's my destination. Huh. Class L brown dwarf. That's nice. Alright, now let's find a station to land at. Should be, my home station, or which will be my new home station. It is Schwinn Hub? Is that the right one? I mean, it's really far away. Let me double check something here real fast. I need a tab. Alt tab out. Yep, that's my new home Wow. That is really far away. I don't know who in my squadron thought this would be a good place to set up shop, but whatever. Almost there, traveling 150 times the speed of light. The method of fast light travel in Elite Dangerous is called the frame shift drive. And I'm not 100% sure of how it works. The reason why it's called a frame shift drive is that it allows you to travel at superluminal speeds while maintaining your same frame of time. Meaning you don't experience time dilation as you would normally if you're traveling at these speeds. There's a Viper, an Eagle, a Type 9, an Anaconda, a Type 7, a Keelback, damn it. That's below me. Almost there, okay. So you can see my target information window. I gotta get my speed and my distance down to those white bars before I can safely disengage. This will put me closest to the station. This particular kind of station is known as an Orbis station.
Delay Romeo, Foxtrot Victor. Greetings, Commander. Please approach the station at a safe speed and be mindful of other pilots in the area.
Requesting docking.
Approved. Set down on landing pad
Let's see if
41.
we can't do this from outside, fusing to see what's going on with my ship as I'm trying to land. Alright. Let's lock it in there. Alright. Let's see if I can't land like this. See as all my thrusters fire. Yeah, we'll line up with the mail slot. As it's called. Alright. Here we go. Fortunately, the inside of these stations are pressurized, so if your cockpit ever gets compromised, you can land safely. Now, where the fuck am I landing? I probably should have checked that. I'm landing on pad 41. 41 is... oh, right there. Alright. Alright, let's reorient myself here. Alright. Lower my landing gear. Let's... there we can land. Oh, center. But aren't my landing gear down? Son of a bitch. No, it's not. There we go. I don't know why they weren't down before.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, let's try this again. So you can see my landing gear is indeed down. Alright. Oop. There we go. Alright, so we have landed successfully. Alright, well, I'm going to end this recording here. Thank you for joining. Talsar out.